Welcome to the Sugar Connect Calendar and Contact Sync in Gmail video. In this video, we'll walk through how to access the Sugar Connect portal and sync your meetings and contacts between Sugar and Google Workspace. Let's start with accessing the Sugar Connect portal. The Sugar Connect portal is a website available to all Sugar Connect users as a supplement to the sidebar. It's also where you go to enable your calendar and contact sync and access the meeting scheduler. You can open the portal by selecting Open Sugar Connect Portal from the Settings menu in the sidebar. Now, let's talk about what syncing your calendar means. Sugar Connect syncs meetings between Sugar and Google Calendar. After the initial sync, which is a one-way sync from Sugar to your external calendar, events assigned to you in Sugar will sync to Google Calendar and vice versa. The sync interval occurs every 15 to 20 minutes. Before setting up Calendar Sync, there are a few important rules to review. Calendar Sync can be set as one-way or two-way between Sugar and your Google Calendar. Only calendar events assigned to you in Sugar will sync to your external calendar. Calendar events for which you are a guest but not the assigned user or owner will sync to Sugar from your external calendar if all of the following criteria are met. The owner of the meeting is a contact or lead in Sugar. The meeting owner is not a user in your Sugar instance. You've accepted or marked the event invitation as tentative. You have the Sync Non-Organized Events setting enabled. Additionally, events created in your external calendar will sync participant details to Sugar, but only if the guest exists in Sugar as a contact, lead, or user. Sugar calls, meetings, and tasks will become calendar events in Google Calendar. The guests associated with Sugar meetings and calls will sync to Google Calendar. In the case of a conflict between synced events, the most recently modified version will sync. If both events were modified at the same time, the external calendar's changes will override those in Sugar. Now that we've reviewed the rules, let's go ahead and set up Calendar Sync. Navigate to the Sugar Connect portal, then click on the Synchronization option. Under Setup Credentials, make sure your email address, Sugar username, and Sugar URL are correct. If not, click Configure to update them. Return to the synchronization screen to configure your calendar sync settings. First, you will need to allow calendar access. You'll choose your synchronization direction depending on the permissions set by your Sugar Connect administrator. Two-way synchronization. Events sync between Sugar and Google Calendar in both directions. One-way to Sugar. Events sync only from Google Calendar to Sugar. One-way from Sugar. Events sync only from Sugar to Google Calendar. There are also some additional calendar sync options. Automatic synchronization. When enabled, all events, pending any additional settings, will sync automatically between your Google and Sugar calendars. When disabled, only events manually selected in the Sugar Connect sidebar will sync. Use Primary Calendar. By default, this setting is enabled, so events sync to and from your main Google Calendar. If you disable it, Sugar Connect will create a separate calendar in your calendar client, labeled Sugar, and only events within that calendar will sync to Sugar. Note, if you choose not to use the primary calendar, you'll need to manually create duplicate events in the Sugar calendar for them to sync. You'll also see the following optional settings. Sync Private Events. Enables syncing of meetings marked as private. Sync Non-Organized Events. When enabled, events organized by a contact or lead in Sugar, who is not a Sugar user, will sync to your Sugar calendar, provided you've accepted the invitation. Note, the Use Primary Calendar setting must be enabled for this option to be available. Sync Recurring Meetings. Enables bidirectional syncing of recurring meetings between your external calendar and Sugar. This is available in Sugar versions 14.2 and higher. You also have options for syncing meetings, calls, and tasks depending on their current status. Some additional settings may be available. For example, Sync Guests, which allows guest details from Sugar to sync to your external calendar. These settings may be restricted based on your administrator's configuration. Once you've selected your preferences, click Start to begin the sync. It will only take a few moments. After the sync is complete, you'll see the last sync time, the next scheduled sync, and the calendar currently being synced. To pause syncing at any time, click the pause icon. You'll also need to pause the sync if you want to edit your calendar sync settings. Next, let's take a look at the Contact Sync feature. This allows you to sync Sugar leads and contacts with your Google Contacts using Sugar Connect. Before enabling Contact Sync, let's review the rules. You must have access to the Leads and Contacts modules in Sugar. Contact Sync can be a one-way push from Sugar to your external address book, or a two-way sync between Sugar and your address book. By default, only leads and contacts assigned to you will sync. Leads and contacts not assigned to you can be marked to sync to your external address book within the sidebar after sync is enabled. Sync runs every 15 to 20 minutes. When the first name, last name, and at least one email address match between Sugar and Google Contacts, and the record already exists in Sugar, a new contact will not be created, preventing duplicates. Creating, editing, or deleting records behaves differently depending on whether you've selected one-way or two-way sync. To get started, go to the Sugar Connect portal, then click the Synchronization option. Since we've already configured Calendar Sync, your credentials should already be populated. Next, you must also allow Contacts access. Click Start to begin syncing leads and contacts from Sugar. The sync status will show as in progress, and it should complete shortly. When finished, you'll see the last sync time, the next scheduled sync, a message confirming that contact synchronization has been initialized. To pause syncing at any time, click Pause. When you're ready to resume, click Continue. If you select two-way sync, you may want to review additional options, such as conflict resolution, and whether contacts from your Google Contacts should be added to Sugar as contacts or leads. Next, go into Google Contacts, and you'll see your synced leads and contacts assigned to you in Sugar, now added to your Google Workspace contact list. You should now have a clear understanding of how to access the Sugar Connect portal and how to sync your calendar and contacts between Sugar and Gmail using Sugar Connect for Google Workspace users. Thanks for watching.